Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your week 3 Monday morning breakfast bite. Now, this week, as you can see, we are going to be talking more about intellectual property. We're going to be talking about trademarks, trade dress, and cyber squatting. So we're going to get into more depth regarding those areas. Next week, we're going to study about trade secrets and then start in on contracts. But nonetheless, this week, I wanted to in particular, review what you have due this week for homework. Now, if you did not yet complete quiz 1, which you could have done this past weekend or week, you can go ahead and you can complete it this week because you have until Tuesday to do so. All of the content and information that you needed was already in week 2, but I did extend it to week 3 in the event you wanted to take it this week. So you had 2 weeks to take that quiz, but only 1 attempt. So this week we are going to be talking about, you're going to be completing your Team Deliverable 1. And the Team Deliverable 1, I'm going to go into much more detail in the WebEx this week on Wednesday. But the Team Deliverable 1 is you with your team creating a hypothetical scenario. The hypothetical scenario needs to be based on something related to the IT industry based on the topics that we have already covered or will be covering in the class. So it could be based on a contractual dispute, it could be based on a trade secret issue with an employee going from your company to another company. But there are certain parameters that I want you to pay attention to regarding the instructions, and there's a tutorial specifically on that. Alright, so be aware of that and take a look at it because those provide additional instructions, but of course we will be going over this in the WebEx as well, or online meeting this week. The team captain is the one that's going to be responsible for placing the scenario in the Dropbox on behalf of the entire team. But it is a hypothetical scenario, which means it's a fictitious scenario, so it can't be based on any one situation. But at this point in your careers or your lives, you have had access to current events, you've had access to things that have happened in your workplace, things that you know that have happened to others, you've had professional experiences, and so you're taking all of those things, you've looked at case studies from other classes, you're taking all of those things, and with that knowledge and what you've learned so far in this class and will be learning, you're creating a scenario, a fictitious scenario. And those scenarios will be graded, so take a look at the rubric regarding the grading on it, and then from there I'll be picking 2 scenarios that will move forward, and then teams will be assigned to either the plaintiff side or the defense side of those scenarios for deliverable 2, deliverable 3, and deliverable 4. You also have your week 3 discussion, so please don't forget about that. Quick little case to take a look at, and then we'll go from there. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, please. Otherwise, y'all have a really great week 3. Thanks.